Building a computer can be a very rewarding experience. This is a viable option these days and can bring many benefits. You can learn a lot about computer hardware by building one. You get a totally personalized computer, you can choose better components, and you may be able to save some money and have fun. We will demonstrate you the assembling of PC hardware. Firstly, let's watch the major components that make up the PC hardware. Let's start with the heart of CPU, that is, the microprocessor. A microprocessor incorporates the functions of a computer's CPU on a single integrated circuit. There are many companies that manufacture the microprocessors, but the leading companies are Intel, AMD, Wire Technologies, Motorola, MIPS, etc. Here we will use an Intel Core 2 Duo processor. Based on your need and cost that you can afford, there are many kinds of processors available in the market. Core 2 Duo, Core 2 Quad, Core 2 Extreme, Core i3, i5, i7, of which Core i7 is the latest. Move to the cooling fan, also called heatsink. As processors have increased in speed and power consumption, the amount of heat produced is very high. It needs to be kept within a specified temperature range to prevent overheating, instability, and malfunction. The pointed cables are the power connectors. Random access memory, RAM, is a form of computer data storage. Although there are many types of RAM, static RAM and dynamic RAM, etc., in modern computers, DRAM is used. DDR2, which is yet another form of DRAM, is the next generation DDR memory technology which features faster speeds, higher data bandwidth, and enhanced performance. DDR3 memory modules are an improvement of DDR and DDR2 memory technology. This is the optical DVD drive. Nowadays, Blu-ray disc drives are also available. It basically has two connectors, one for data transfer, that is the data bus, and the other is power connector. Drive is the main and usually largest data storage device in the computer. The operating system, software titles, and most of the files are stored in the hard disk drive. The hard disk of one computer can be removed and used with some other computer. There are kinds of hard disk, can be SSD, SATA, which is serial ATA, and IDE. This pointed cable is a power connector, and this is a serial ATA cable which is for transfer of data. Advanced Technology Extended is a motherboard form factor specification developed by Intel. Motherboard is generally embedded with basic VGA card, audio card, and provides a base for all components to be connected. Motherboard is loaded with a software called BIOS. It should be selected according to a processor and type of RAM chips that are being used. We will go through the details of each part. CPU socket, DDR2 sockets, peripheral sockets to connect extra peripherals like graphic card, etc. These are the audio jacks. They differ by the audio card used. Serial ports to connect monitor, printer, etc. RJ45 LAN port and USB ports. PS/2 ports to connect mouse and keyboard. ATX case is chosen according to the motherboard that is used and based on your preference. This is basically fitted with SMPS, which is for power regulation and supply. Let's start the assembling by placing each part in its place. Now, let's install all the components that can be fitted onto the motherboard. The processor is mounted onto the processor socket. Next to be fitted is the heatsink. and connect the power connector to the pins provided onto the motherboard. And next, install the DDR2 RAM chip onto the socket provided. See that the RAM is fitted properly and close the clips. Similarly, fit the other RAM chip. Now, bring the motherboard and fit it in the ATX case and connect the power cables of SMPS to the dedicated power pins on the motherboard. Fit the hard disk onto the slot provided in the ATX case and connect the SATA and power cables to respective pins. Similarly, fit the DVD drive in its respective slot provided in the ATX case and connect the data bus and power cable to the respective pins. The case is finally wrapped by its outer cover, which completes the assembling of CPU. Finally, connect the monitor, keyboard and mouse. That's how your system gets ready for use.